Saturday morning, 2 a.m. You're babysitting and you're bored.
They use their good manners wherever they go. And this makes them very nice people to know. Well, that was good. That was fun.
Who is he kidding? That story's for nerds.
You know, I enjoy that story every time I read it. Every time I read it. How many times have we read that one? 14 times?
Too many.
Wait, want to read this one again? 12 times. Well, that one's there. It's 12 times at least. Oh, this one's the greatest. I know that one by heart. I know all these.
Tell me about it. Mom reads me the same books over and over and over and over.
Well, this is great. Now what shall we do?
How about reading some of your dirty magazines? You know, the ones in the bathroom.
Maybe I can give you another piggyback ride throughout the house. We only did that 12 times, huh, Butch?
You kiss me one more time, and I'll rearrange your face, dude. So get me my gun and spurs, and let's go riding.
But I'd rather do this than work, let me tell you that.
I'll tweet to that.
I'll babysit any day of the week. Let your mother work. Go ahead, let her work. Let her go out and earn a living. Takes a lot of money to buy junk food. You know the price of potato chips?
Yeah, $2.59.
Of course you don't. You're unemployed. You're just like the old man. Chip off the old block. Unemployed. But of course that's why I work, so I could be unemployed. You know, it was great when I had unemployment insurance. Those checks came in pretty regular. Of course, that was 10 or 12 years ago. Yep. Maybe your dad will get lucky and trip over a rake next door. Get hit by a Greyhound bus or lose his leg, his arm. Maybe I'll get paralyzed for life. Paralyzed for life, that's worth a big suit. That's worth big bucks.
Then I wouldn't get any more piggyback rides.
You know, better yet, what if we could win the lottery, huh? You got any secret numbers for me?
36,
Huh?
24,
The $10 million
34.
lottery. Or maybe 20 million. Think about it, $20 million lottery. Can you see it? I can see the headlines in the paper now. The Baker family wins the lottery. $20 million. $20 million. I could buy me some new sweats and get you some of those pretty little diapers with the Ninja Turtles on it. You know, the ones that go down the crotch?
The last of the big spenders.
Boy, that'd be nice. Wouldn't that be beautiful? You have any idea what time it is, huh? You're not sleepy, huh? You're wide awake. Well, I'm wide awake, too. We're wide awake.
I'm tired. I'm beat.
Wide awake,
You would
aren't we,
shut
son?
up. I would get some
It's been
sleep.
fun, just me and you, the two of us here. Every night of the week, when Mom works, it's been great.
It really sucks.
You know, I gotta go to the bathroom so bad. You know, it's probably been 6-7 hours before I went to the bathroom. But you don't like Daddy to go to the bathroom because you cry. And when you start crying, you never stop crying. And that makes it real enjoyable to hear you cry, doesn't it?
I'm sorry.
I don't know why I'm complaining anyway. I mean, we got everything. We got it all. We got our popcorn, don't we? That's right. We got our beer. We got beer. And we got warm milk. But most of all, we got cable. We got cable with all 52 channels. 52 enjoyable channels. Here's one we haven't never seen. The Skullduggery Show. I hope this is one of
want
their
to ask
secret
your advice on a certain
whatever they call
What
it.
subject?
First run
Tell me something, will you?
TVs.
How often
We've seen
is
this one.
Ethel checked?
I hear one. I love it.
They were only going on a 3-hour
Gilligan's
tour.
Island.
And why did they bring 157?
You realize how
Lucy
tough
again.
it is for a guy to make a
That's
buck
right.
that the money grows?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
this
Well,
is
that
more like it.
Playboy station, that's too strong for the little one. Your mother would kill me if we watched that.
Take the Howells. for
Gilligan's
instance.
Island again.
If they were only going on a...
Lucy.
I went to the fight.
Settlers on a mission to colonize a distant planet when an evil...
52 channels are just full of enjoyment, just full of, I love it all. Wait a minute, here it is. Here it is, our favorite show. This is it, our favorite show. Boy, did we get lucky tonight. Huh? Have some more popcorn. This is gonna be great. It's the Skullduggery Late Show. Huh? Our favorite. Our favorite. This is going to be great.
From Television City in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the Skullduggery Late Show. With that skull about town, Skullduggery. Here's Skull. Woo, 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 woo,
Keep those cameras rolling.
Skullduggery! All kinds of weather. We keep the show together.
That's enough. Hold it. That's enough.
Not to mama.
Well, I think it's time the parents teach their children that what they see on TV and in the movies is really just make-believe. Take the Skullduggery weapon rack, for instance. There's nothing in there that could possibly hurt them. Take this stick of dynamite. It's perfectly harmless until lit. And what would little kids be doing with matches? Put the blame where it belongs, on the match manufacturer. Like I said, perfectly harmless.
Check equipment. This is an audio check. Spike, Pokey, can you hear me? Equipment check is being performed.
Come in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spike, can you hear me?
What'd you say?
Spike, can you hear me?
Something's wrong. What'd you say?
Spike, can you hear me?
I can't quite make out what you're saying, Pokey.
Spike, can you hear me at all? This thing's not working. Can you hear me or not?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, then why did you say you can hear me? Why do you keep doing this to me?
Equipment is okay. We're on the air.
Hi there. I'm Professor Dimwitty, speaking out on behalf of all the illiterate people in the United States. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. It's time for all Americans to wake up. It's hard to believe that high school kids today can't spell a simple word like peanut butter. And it's even harder to believe that the highly educated can't spell a word like potato. In a recent survey, the most read books had to do with sex. And then, if they didn't have a good centerfold, they wouldn't even buy them.
Hey, Spike, get a shot of that girl over there in the third row. Yeah, the 4-seat in. Huh? Huh?
Oh,
Yeah, huh? Yeah, that's what makes this show worth it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what they see in this guy.
I don't know, especially when they get have us.
That's right, huh? What's he got we haven't got, huh? Credit cards, huh? You think that's the answer to life? Credit cards, huh?
I think so.
We got looks.
Some nutritionists are blaming low learning power and illiteracy on high fat and sugar content.
Hey, Spike, I got some bad news and then I got some terrible news for you.
Let's hear the bad news first, Pokey.
Well, the bad news is the doctor called. Said you got 24 hours to live.
What could be worse than that?
He called me yesterday.
Could radiation from microwaves be frying your brain, making it harder to learn? Technical difficulties. Cut!
No
Cut.
problem,
Hold
no
the show.
problem here.
Cut.
I just tripped over the cord, Spike. There's no problem here. I can fix this.
See what I mean, Pokey? We gotta fix everything. They're busy censoring our TV shows, but when it comes to the news, there's all kinds of violence and everything goes. KNOW News with anchormen Joe Bentley, Lee Engelhertz, and our lead anchorman, Joe DeWeasel.
I really like these puppets. That's very creative, very creative. I like the way they're well endowed. I really like these puppets.
In the news, cashier abuse with Joe DeWeasel and Lee Engelhertz.
In the news, Cashier Labor Union 113 are picketing City Hall in regard to cashier abuse. Cashiers are complaining that children in shopping carts are throwing food items out, while their parents are busy reading the tabloid magazines. People with 11 items or more are trying to sneak through the 10-item express lanes. When asked to please step to another lane, they stick their food in the magazine racks. Have you ever got one of these magazines where the centerfolds all stuck together? Huh? I have. It's all the fun out of it, I'll tell you that much right now. Cashiers are demanding for a government protective agency. Government spokesman John J. Patriot says they will pass laws demanding that stores encase the cashier in a chain link or barbed wire fence. Magazine companies will have to cover their pages with a protective covering and also microwavable. That way, when all the food gets in there, you just stick it in the microwave and cook it up and eat it for supper. It's great, super. You ought to try the centerfold. Put a little gravy on it. It's great. And now it's time for the KNOW Headline News.
KNOW.
I really like these puppets. I really like these puppets, yeah. I'm in love with these puppets. TNT Revitalizer just may be the elixir of life. More with the Engelhertz. The Engelhertz. One. Switch. Wrong switch. Better switch. We seem to be experiencing some kind of a technical difficulties here on the KNOW News. We will continue as soon as I find which switch because the Engelhertz report.
Lee Engelhertz, KNOW News. We are broadcasting live from a small graveyard in a small hick town known as Las Graves, Nevada. Tonight we shall investigate the KNOW news story, Skullduggery Lives. The recent subject of talk shows, tabloids, and magazine features that have rocked the nation. That's right. Skullduggery, who claims to have been dead for over 100 years, is now alive and well, thanks to his miracle drug, the TNT Revitalizer.
looks like Las Graves, Nevada's a real boom town. People are dying to get in there. Lee got caught with his pants down, so we'll go to his twin stepbrother, Ed Spielsberg.
Ooh, where'd you get this coffee, McDonald's? It's hot.
Tonight we'll be investigating our cover story, Skullduggery Lives. That's right, Skullduggery, who claims to have been dead for over 100 years, is now alive and well, thanks to his supposedly miracle drug known as the TNT Revitalizer. Professor Skullduggery, a well-known chemist of the 1800s, consumed this secret TNT formula, according to him, and was buried in a small graveyard north of Vegas known as Las Graves, Nevada. Due to this new fountain of everlasting life, Mr. Duggery plans to build his first final retirement city known as Dead City, Nevada. To finance this worldwide project, Professor Duggery and some of his staff of zombies are hosting a unique, crazy, insane B-rated program known as the Skullduggery Late Show, for lack of a better name. Good evening, Mr. Duggery.
Good evening, Ed. It's good to be here. Of course, when you're dead, it's good to be anywhere.
I understand it's been over 100 years since your death at 65.
It's been that long. Gee, time flies when you're dead. Actually, I'd been out 99 and a half years sooner if it wasn't for some idiot bolting down the lid on my coffin. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get out of a coffin and dig through 6 feet of dirt? Of course you don't, do you, Ed?
Now, according to my itinerary, your premiere of the Skullduggery Late Show begins in 5 minutes. Now, here you are in New York, and that takes place live in Las Graves, Nevada.
It's way too complicated for a small mind like yours to understand that. Just point that TV remote control at me and press the play button.
City in Las Graves, Nevada. It's the Skullduggery Late Show. With that skull about town, Skullduggery. Here's Skull.
I think I swallowed my gum.
So die already. Oh, boy, if that dude wasn't dead, I'd kill him.
I'll turn them from them.
I'd do more than that.
Them from them.
I'll tear your
Take
head
all
off.
these little bones and I'll crush them up and I'll throw them back.
I'll tear your head off, boy.
Our grave digger tonight is... Tonight's Gravedigger movie is in sparkling black and white. This movie is based on a true story about Skullduggery, also known as Slimy Whiplash.
It's a concern with our property at 601 Fifth Place. As you know, we rent those flea-pack condos for $1,000 a month. No, that's not bad. That's not bad considering the location. Besides, if a tenant complains he has rats, we simply charge him a penalty pot. But we can make a fortune leasing that property to the government as a downtown nuclear waste depository. Now that doesn't make us bad. That just makes us enterprise. Now who was the idiot that signed this 10-year contract with the government to supply affordable housing to the homeless?
You did, sir.
Let's not forget they wanted a 25-year contract. Does anybody have a suggestion to how to get rid of these tenants?
You do, sir.
There's only one man for this. There's only one man that I can think of that we could possibly trust, and that's Bugsy. Oh, let's get rid of that.
Operator, can I help you?
Yes, hello. You'll have to speak up.
This is your operator. Can I help you?
Yes, this is Slimy Whiplash with Slumlord Enterprises. Is Bugsy there?
You wouldn't have to have the number or the area code, would you? Well, actually, there's 3,442. 3,442 exactly. But then I'm just kidding.
You'll have to speak up.
One ringy-dingy-dingy, two ringy-dingy-dingy-dingies.
Information on us.
Oh, hello. Yes. Is Bugsy in?
Oh, Bugsy? Just a moment, please. This is the secretary. I'll see if he's busy.
Yeah, this is Bugsy. What can I do for you?
Oh, Bugsy? Yes. Yes, this is Slimy. Yes, I need to have you do a job for me. Well, I need to get rid of some tenants at 601 5th Place. No, I don't care how you do it. Just do it. Right. This meeting is now over. Now that feels good.
101 ways to get rid of tenants.
Hello, Bugsy. Yeah, I just called to commend you on blowing up those transmission lines that cut the electricity to the condos. No, that was a pure act of genius. Well, you'd never think they would stay. I mean, who would want to stay in a condo without electricity? No, they would be better off on the streets, yes. I don't know why you blew up those oil wells, though, in Saudi Arabia. What? That was just a freebie. Just to throw the cops off. Well, that was very good. But we haven't lost one tenant. No, not a one. We'll be losing quite a few tenants because you set a bomb in the basement at 601 5th Street. Bugsy, I think we got a slight problem here. Right. I said to get rid of the tenants at 601 5th Place. Well, if you set a bomb at 601 5th Street, well, that's the Government Defense System Headquarters office building. Oh, I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but my office is on the top of that building. Well, what time is that bomb due to go off? 5:45. Well, that gives me exactly 2 seconds to get the hell out of here. Yeah. Oh, Bugsy. I'm gonna have to stiff you on this one, buddy.
Hello, Slimy Whiplash's office. That is what's left of it. Can I help you?
Yeah, would this be a Bugsy?
Oh, it's you, Bugsy? I'm sorry, Slimy's not in at the moment. He's at his physical therapist.
Oh, 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 oh,
yes. Oh, yes.
Well, if it's an emergency, I could transfer your call to therapy or us.
Little higher. Little higher. Almost there. Do it, Slimy. Oh, yes. Do it. Do it. You can do it.
Oh, boy, I'm getting too old for this. Oh, I'm getting way too old for this. Oh,
Mr. Slimy Whiplash.
why I can't hear you? I can't hear you.
Go get a hearing aid.
This had better be good, I'll tell you that. It better be good. Oh, I'm getting way too old for this. Oh, my. Oh. Slimy Whiplash here with Slumlord Enterprises. You're gonna have to speak up, I can't hear you.
This'll be Bugsy.
Oh, Bugsy. Well, this had better be important.
Well, I'd have got some information.
I think you're gonna like this, boss.
Well, let me hear it and I'll tell
I
you.
did a little secret wiretap in Commander Cody's office. I find out that you're the #1 suspect in those bombings. They've called in your brother Henderson.
You gotta be kidding.
No.
Henderson? Of
Yeah.
course. My brother, the bear.
You better get the hell out of here.
Listen, Bugsy. Yeah, that was super spying. Good work. But I think I'm gonna have to stiff you on this one.
Stick
What
me,
am
I don't believe it.
I gonna do, my brother? He'll find me wherever I go. There's one place I can hide that he'll never find me. And that's the moon.
No one going to stiff of me. At least not it twice. Two can play at this a game. Yeah, Mr. Henderson's office? Yeah, well, this will be a Bugsy with information or us. Don't worry, you're talking to Bugsy. Yeah, Mr. Henderson? Yeah, well, this will be a Bugsy. Yeah, you know, the one that put your old man into slammer for 20 years. Well, I'd have got some information on your brother. That's all right. He gonna be a hiding on the moon. What's that you say? You already figured this out? You gonna stiff of me? You just alike of your brother. I'm a gonna tell her your mama.
I better find me a plastic surgeon and change my identity. Well, here's one. Dare you change. Running from the law, from alimony, child support, IRS, or mother-in-law. Well, that's me. I'm running from every one of those, and my brother Anderson, too. Change your identity, and it's a guarantee of my name ain't Hugo Osterpatch. Hugo Osterpatch, huh? Sounds good.
Good morning. Dare you change? Dr. Hugo Osterpatch's office. This is Hillary. How can I help you?
Hello, I can't hear you. I'll speak up.
Good morning. This is Dare you change? Dr. Hugo Osterpatch's office. This is Hillary. How can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to make an appointment for today.
I'm sorry, that's impossible. We're booked for the next 6 months.
Well, I'll pay you double the normal fee.
Double? Well, maybe I could squeeze you in if you can be here in the next 5 minutes.
No problem.
Goodbye. I always like to tell him 5 minutes.
Simon Whiplash with Slumlord Enterprises. Oh, boy, that driving 30 miles in 5 minutes is murder. The traffic out there is crazy. But I did it at 4.5. Slimy. Yeah, I did it.
Well, Mr. Whiplash, I'm sorry, but something unexpected has come up, and the doctor won't be able to see you now for at least 2 hours.
I don't think I heard you. What'd you say?
I said the doctor won't be able to see you now for at least 2 hours?
That's what I thought she said. I think I heard that. I heard it perfectly. That was perfectly perfect.
Mr. Whiplash, I'm just kidding. The doctor'll see you in a few minutes. Why don't you have a seat, please? Mr. Whiplash?
Slimy Whiplash here with Slumlord Enterprises. Can I get somebody to give me a hand here, please? That's not exactly what I meant, but that's what I should have expected. Oh boy, I hope this doesn't take too long.
I hope you're not in a hurry. I've been here since I was 21.
Really? Oh boy. Maybe I could just forget this identity thing. After all, I am going to the moon.
The moon? We'll be neighbors. I'm going to Mars.
Oh, great. Uh-oh. Now I like that.
That's why it's worth the wait.
Huh?
You look great, Jim. Both of you.
I have to admit, Doc, you did a great job.
Just go out and enjoy your life. No one will ever recognize you. But I do think that you should change your name.
Thank you.
That's okay. It's my job. Send in the next patient, please.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, Mr. Whiplash, the doctor will see you now. Your 5 minutes are up.
That's me. I'm next. Oh, boy.
Oh, well. What's another year?
Yeah, well, good luck. Good luck to you. Excuse me. Slimy Whiplash with Slumlord Enterprises.
So you're looking for a change of identity?
Sure. I hope so.
Well, you've come to the right place.
That's good. Thought of you when I heard the elevator.
You're probably on the lam from the law. But we don't care about that here at the Dare You Change clinic.
Well, that's good. Glad to hear that.
Let me show you some before and after pictures.
I'd like to see that. Yeah, sure would.
Now, here's a man running from child support.
There he is, yeah, Yeah, whoops, excuse me.
An ordinary man.
Yeah, ordinary man.
Picked out in any crowd.
I can pick him out in any crowd. I can see that. His wife running here, back of him, and the kids, yeah.
Now take a look at our transformation.
Whoa, I like that now. That's great. That's good. I like that real well. But I don't think that's me. No, that's not me at all.
I knew that. You don't have the thighs for it. Now here's one of a little old lady who was having problems with the IRS.
That's interesting, little old lady.
We did a complete genetic splicing, transforming her molecular DNA structure into what you see here.
Complete overhaul, then. Well, I don't know.
She now has a nice owner in Beverly Hills.
I like the owner part, but I don't know. She looks like a dog.
What do you expect? Miracles? Look what we had to work with. Besides, she only had Medicare.
Medicare, huh? Well, you don't have to worry about me. I got millions.
I hate to get personal, but we are getting nowhere. We at the Dare You Change try to fit your identity to your surroundings. So if you could give me a hint as to where you'll be hiding out, I can make the transformation fit your environment. Here's what we did for this scumbag rapist killer. And here's what he looks like today. This is our typical desert rat look.
I was about to settle for a mere $100 million a year, leasing my property to the government as a nuclear chump. Once on the moon, I will be able to develop weapons far superior than anything found here on Earth. Now, don't get me wrong. That doesn't make me bad. That just makes me enterprising. Who needs a dump when he owns the world? Once on the moon, and I develop these weapons, I will be able to knock out the world's defense systems, enabling me to be all-powerful. I'll blackmail this world and make billions, and create a resort, Las Vegas style, and make more money. It'll be bigger and greater than anything found here on Earth.
Even Disneyland? I have just the disguise. We call it the Reddick Man look. We can do everything in just a couple of hours. You look marvelous.
Thanks, Doc.
Just make the checkout to Dare You Change. You may have a problem with your voice changing back and forth. It should stabilize after a few hours, especially after the sedatives wear off.
I think I'm going to have to stiff you on this one, Doc. Heard?
It's okay.
Call Value Rock. It's off to the moon.
Okay, everyone aboard now. Close the hatch. Everything secure? All right, I hope we have enough fuel here. Okay, fasten your seatbelts. It's the law. I'll have you there, Mr. Duggery, in just a minute. Thank you for flying Value Rocket. KNOW News, where we don't wait for the news to happen, we make it. With our #1 news anchorman, video technician, sound man, grip, director, and private secretary, Joe DeWeasel. Here's Joe.
In the news, terrorists from outer space. Tonight we go live by satellite to the moon, where we will talk to the leader of the moon terrorists, Skull. Skull and his band of moon terrorists are taking responsibility for the many mysterious bombings taking place here on Earth. We now go live to the moon. My underwear is up my crack.
Skull, can you hear us? You'll have to speak up, Joe. I can't hear you. Skull, I can hear you now, Joe. Although it sounds like your underwear might be cut up your crack. Seriously, Joe, I can hear you loud and clear, Joe. So go ahead,
It is
Joe.
to my understanding that you plan to develop weapons there on the moon far superior than anything we have here on Earth.
That's right, Joe. Let me see here. Would you like to see one in action, Joe?
I think if the people here on Earth are going to be convinced of your power, yes, you may have to prove it.
No problem, Joe.
In my opinion, you're nothing but a hoax broadcasting from Hollywood or downtown Burbank.
This is Slimy from the moon. Skull. You can commence firing when you're ready.
Okay.
I hope you and the planet Earth are now convinced of my power.
I think I think I can speak for the people here on Earth. We are convinced of your powers, Your Majesty, but how can we help you and serve you, Your Highness, your Master, your... What do you want from us?
How about a couple girls?
And if we don't meet your demands, so great one.
Joe, you're really starting to piss me off. You know that, Joe? I'm really getting tired of you. Jeez, oh, B, so look what we have here. Young filly. Beam her up, Scotty. Whoops, jailbait. I'll have to throw her back. Now, that doesn't make me bad, Joe. It just makes me enterprising.
What is it that you want, oh great one? And if we...
Got a news flash, Joe.
We have a news update. Government agent Henderson said he will not give in to Reddick's demand. Oh boy, super great. And will send a spaceship with Special Agent Commander Cody to the moon to see whether or not the bombings are actually coming from there. More to love it.
Yeah, this is Bugsy. What can I do for you?
Yes, sir. We have a call from a Mr. Duggery calling from the moon. Yes, from the moon.
Duggery? I don't know anybody by the name of Duggery.
It's from the moon.
Wait a minute. On the moon? I must be on totally hidden video.
Yes, will you accept the charges? Yes, you will. Yes. Elsie, we got a good one. Here we go. One from the moon. Go ahead, sir.
Slimy, you no good son of a...
This is Joe Bentley, KNOW News, backstage here at the Skullduggery Show. Babe Elliott is going to be a guest on Skull's show tonight, and as you regular viewers know, he usually brings a videotape of his latest gags, but tonight we've decided to play a joke on the old Skull, haven't we, Babe?
That's right, Joe.
So what we have in store for Skull is Babe has invented, you know the old hand buzzer trick, the old joy buzzer. He's got a new thermonuclear power generator which he's installed in a hand buzzer that gives off a charge of 20,000 volts of electricity. Isn't that right, Babe?
That's right, Joe.
So what we're going to do is really give it to the old Skull, aren't we, Babe?
That's right, Joe.
Babe Elliott, 5 seconds to showtime, Mr. Babe Elliott.
Well, that looks like your cue, Babe. Good luck on tonight.
Surf's up!
Riding just like the wind as a freestyle down the street. Everybody in town knows this boy can't be beat. I'm a skateboard maniac, dressed up in black, just waiting to attack. I'm a skateboard maniac, cruising down the track from the South Cadillac. Acid drops from the curb that excite me to the bone. And wheelies all day, the sidewalk is my home. I'm a skateboard maniac, dressed up in black, just waiting to attack. I'm a skateboard maniac, cruising down the track on the sidewalk Cadillac.
What is this I hear? You're gonna jump Caesar's Palace fountains on a skateboard? Give me a break, babe.
I bet $10 you can't make it.
Where'd you get $10?
Yeah.
Yo, this ain't no ordinary skateboard. This is my nuclear rocket skateboard.
Yo, this ain't no ordinary skateboard. You're right about that. That's a piece of junk. And if you think you can jump Caesar's Palace fountains on that, then you are a true yo-yo.
I brought a film clip with me jumping 2 girls.
Can we show that on TV?
Can we show that on TV?
Please?
Here's Babe Elliott jumping 2 girls on his skateboard. Run the film.
Skull.
Huh?
Commercial.
What?
A commercial.
But first, a couple words from our beloved sponsor.
Hi, I'm Carla. Far from being your typical teenage girl, I was born beautiful and glamorous. But then, not all of you are as fortunate as I. Do you go to the movies to see a horror flick, and all the kids come running out of the theater? And they're not screaming because of the scary movie, but because they saw you? Then you're one of the misfortunate uglies. Have you ever gone to a dance and sat in the back with all the other nerds because no one would ask you to dance? And you're one of the misfortunate uglies. If this sounds like you, and you're tired of being a zit-faced pickle, then get off your zits and get Carla's new Swiss formula, radioactive Zitrus, and send those zits to hell.
What's the problem?
We got trouble with the sound man.
Sound man?
Yeah, the sound man, your brother.
Where did we dig him up at?
At the Lamar.
Well, bury him again, for Pete's sake. And let's get on with the show.
Don't blame me, because it's your brother's fault. You know, give me a break. How about a paycheck? You know what I mean? I'm working for nothing here with a bunch of stiffs.
Here's Babe Elliott jumping 2 girls on his skateboard.
Whoa, that's one heck of a skateboard. You know, I'm gonna get you a skateboard like that one of these days. You know, I think this kid's gonna make it. Yep, I think this kid's gonna make it. I think old Robbie Knievel is gonna have to move over. This kid is gonna not only jump the Caesar's Palace fountains, I think he's gonna go right over the volcano at the Mirage. That is one heck of a board. Yep. Well, that's a lot better. That's what lacks seasoning.
Hi, Mom! Awesome! Baby, better get down from their moms, man. So what?
That world-renowned practical joker and inventor, Mr. Babe Elliott.
I think he does have one problem, though.
What's that?
Landing.
I knew you'd say that.
Thanks, Skull.
The old buzzer in the hand trick. Real funny, babe. Real funny.
Practical joke.
Tired
of being blamed for everything? Of course you are. Blame it on the skull. 1-900-555-BLAME. Can't take it anymore? You don't have to take the blame.
Oh, for Pete's sakes, quit eating your dirty diaper.
Just blame it on the skull. 1-900-555-BLAME.
The Great Skull knows all. If you have a problem or want one,
just dial 1-900-555-BLAME. $41.59 the first minute and $41.99 thereafter. Remember, no problem is too big to blame on the skull.
I can see that.
So call Skull the Wizard, self-proclaimed world's greatest psychic, and blame it on the skull. He can solve all your problems, and if he can't, then you can blame it on the skull. We now join live Skull the Wizard's worldwide psychic seminar, already in progress.
right again, Skull. Simply amazing.
Hi, Ed. You look great as always.
I know her problem. She can't see.
Go ahead, miss. You're on the air.
My problem is men. I can't seem to land a steady boyfriend.
I can see that.
Does your problem have anything to do with being fat?
Oh, no, Ed. I got a great-looking body.
Got my interest.
Well, Linda, let's see.
How did Skull know my name?
Isn't he amazing?
My body's okay, but I look like Phyllis Diller.
And you're saying you're just plain ugly.
Not everybody can look as handsome as me. Take Ed, for example. He's not the cutest guy on Earth or any of the other planets either. As far as that goes, he's plain ugly. But he has plenty of young women. And how does he do it, you ask?
Credit card.
Got a lot like mine. Cigar, she's really hot. Watch her move. You can't get mine from the 5-9. Something special takes about time. Well, you don't set my standards high. Tell you the reason why I'm doing this guy in town. I'm out each night, just a regular scene. The girls all love me, I can hear them scream. I'm as handsome as a man can be. So find someone as good as me. Baby, don't need no pretty face. Brown paper bag can surely take its place. Ladies and gentlemen, the Brown Paper Bag Orchestra! Whoop that piano slide, boys. Getting on. Cruising now. North Drive. Right now, boys. Could surely take its place. Yeah.
Call 1-900-555-BLAME and have the Great Wizard help you like he helped Linda with a paper bag. Remember, call today, 1-900-555-BLAME. And if you forget, then blame it on the skull.
Oh, hi. I'm Joe DeWeezer, president of the show company in Las Vegas.
You know, during the 20th century, the films were full of sex and violence and drugs and sex and more sex and nudity.
Your mother would kill me if she saw you watching stuff like this. Close your eyes, for Pete's sakes. Oh, golly. How can anybody be... Hi, dear. Oh, no, just watching. No, the Playboy station's off, dear. Yes, went off at 3 in the morning. No, we're just watching the Captain Kangaroo show. No, he's fine. He's enjoying every minute of it, aren't you? We really had fun tonight. You don't want your mom, do you? Your mom's tired, right, dear? No, go ahead, go to bed. We'll manage.
While these others were bringing you the smut from sluts, the show company was dedicated to bringing you nothing but moral and educational films.
I like that movie, The Smut from Sluts. What's he talking about? I checked that out at the video club 4 or 5 times. I've watched it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. And it's great.
Oh, it's sure. Oh, yeah. They were getting rich. But while they were getting rich, the show company... Hey, I'm trying to put a...
I would B&O Enterprises. We're here to repossess the furniture, man.
Like I was saying, while they were getting rich, we were giving you morals.
Sign here, man.
So we need your help, the show company. We need your help to stop it. We need your help to stop this plague. And without your donations, we aren't going to be able to do it. This is a sad state of affair for me. It's very sad. And I don't want you sending in $5 or $10. I want 20s and 100s. And we need them immediately.
Oh, yeah. 5 and 10s aren't enough for this guy. Gotta give him 20s and 100s. 20s, 100s, yeah. I mean, who would be so stupid? I mean, what kind of idiot would give money to this guy?
Because we've got to stop this plague.
This guy's serious.
This is why we need your help.
This guy is serious.
This is why I'm asking for your 100s.
That's your future he's talking about.
Write a check.
Yeah, that's your future right there. Look at this guy. That's what you're going to grow up like if we don't stop it.
As you can see.
We've got to stop it. Linda!
The show company is bringing in a lot of new equipment. We're getting rid of all the old equipment so we can bring you better shows.
Send him 20
I know what you're doing. This is not a repossession.
Stop this.
We're not broke. We're not going out of business. And it's because of you that we're not. It's because of your 20s and your 100s.
Write him a check.
We've got to stop this plague. We've got to stop these guys.
Call in your pledges. Stop the plague by stopping the future. Joe DeWeasels, 1-900-JOE-0911.
Speaking of the dead, nice to have you drop in, Ed. You look good, real healthy.
Thanks, Skull. I gave up smoking and drinking. In fact, I haven't had a cigarette or embalming fluid for over a month.
Well, that's really super, Ed. You know, smoking and drinking will kill you.
Here we go with all the lectures again. Yeah, we know it causes cancer and hardening of the arteries and heart problems and, yeah, you know, never bothered me any.
I also joined a health club.
Pretty soon you'll be out there chasing all the young girlies.
I've been chasing them. I'd like to catch a few.
Try credit cards. It always works for me.
Gas bill, electric, funeral car expenses, video camera equipment expenses. Here's one that's interesting. It's from New York. It says, Dear Skull, I was very impressed with the literature I received with your TNT Revitalizer sampler kit until I viewed your personal appearance on the well-known television tabloid Scam Busters with Edward R. Spilsborough. Now I feel that the TNT Revitalizer is just another get-rich-quick pyramid scam, which is the only reason I would join your TNT sales program in the first place, as I have no interest in being alive forever on this earth.
especially if I have to be a born-again zombie and look like you. Could you please explain this program to your viewers and myself more clearly? Gratefully yours, Donnie Trump. Oh, P.S. I especially don't understand the 6-month after-death wait and benefits while waiting for the TNT Revitalizer to take effect. I understand that your company does everything to add to our comfort during our death wait in this period. But why do we have to wait at all? Why aren't we revitalized at the moment of death? Dear Mr. Trump, when the TNT Revitalizer was first discovered by Mr. Skullduggery, it was at full strength, causing many harmful side effects, such as enlargement of the skull, decaying skin, making you look much like a large... In my case, I went through the 6-month after-death waiting period with very little side effects. A little rigor mortis, drying of the skin, but it was all worth it. The 6 months after death revitalizing period is the most enjoyable thing of your death. You receive treatment fit for a king. And here's Hugo Osterpath to tell you more about it.
Make big money. Join the TNT Revitalizer Network marketing program. Step 1, tell a friend about Skullduggery's TNT Revitalizer and this great money-making venture. Step 2, your customers will be sent to the world-renowned plastic surgeon Hugo Osterpatch, our TNT specialist, where it's off with the old and on with the new. Don't delay, call today and start on the path to a new you and a bright, bright future. Not only will you ensure your life after death, but you will receive big, big assets. So don't go away, there's still more. To start you on your way after departing, you and your date will enjoy a fabulous night out at the Zombie Disco. After enjoying a night of dancing and fun, your rigor mortis will begin to disappear with a massage from our specially trained masseuse, Ponce de Leon. And with every massage, you will receive a complimentary flower. To commemorate this special after-death experience, you will receive a genuine marble headstone. The night is still young, and the party goes on while you sip herbal TNT and sit in Skull's luxurious hot tub, not to mention the babes. But wait, there's still more. You will enjoy a complete blowjob at Skull's Beauty Salon and Clip Joint. Then it's off to Skull's Boutique for the latest in zombie fashions. So don't be late, because you've got a date with fate. And now, because of Skullduggery's TNT Revitalizer, there's nothing to fear, and you can still have your beer. Step number 3, sit back and enjoy your new TNT Afterlife and collect big percentages, ensuring your future. For more information, phone 1555-TNT. That's 1555-TNT, 1555-TNT. That's right, call 1555-TNT. How many times I gotta say this damn number anyway? Doesn't pay much, but we get all the TNT Revitalizer we want to drink
Mr. Duggery, I have a bone to pick with you. I am a mother and a member of the PTA, and I am appalled at the violence that you showed in the beginning of your last show. Don't you know how impressionable little children are?
That's why we don't allow smoking on the show.
No, I never!
Yeah, I can believe that, lady.
I have a copy of your last program. Thank you. And I would like all the viewers to look at it and let them be the judge.
Let me see that. That's right, $49.50 plus $10 handling. There, I got rid of the evidence, Skull.
I'm innocent. I had nothing to do with it. I stand on the Fifth Amendment, right, Ed?
I knew you'd do a dirty, rotten thing like that, so I gave a copy to the producer. Would you mind rolling that tape?
Ooh, that was fun!
Hi, I'm Bernard, the better half of the Slime Babies, and that was my identical twin sister, Eleanor. She's so ugly, vampires won't look at her.
I heard that!
So, what you gonna do about it?
So, I'm not going to give you any of this delicious birthday cake I baked.
My dorky twin sister must think I was born yesterday. She must think my head's on backwards. I know today's not my birthday, it's hers. I don't want none of your dumb cake. Besides, I saw a mouse throwing up in the corner after eating some of that leftover frosting.
Very funny, Bernard.
Not for the mouse. He's as dead as a doornail.
Oh, well, I might as well take your presents back to the store.
Presents? You got me some presents? Give me that cake.
Forget about it.
You give me that cake, and I'll let you introduce the show.
Maybe I will, and maybe I won't.
You better give me that cake, or you'll be as dead as that mouse.
Well, let me think about it. Okay.
Mine, all mine. You're such a sucker, Eleanor. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.
Is he going to be surprised when he finds out that candle is really dynamite?
Hey, Eleanor, where's my present?
It's in the cake! You'll get a bang out of it! Here he is, dead from beautiful downtown Las Graves, Nevada. I regretfully present the star of our show, my great, 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 late uncle, that skull about town, Mr. Skullduggery!
What kind of a sissy are you? Get back there and fight like a man, you little punk. I can't even say it on TV, man.
Hello, yeah, this is the Skullduggery Show. Ed McWart, superstar speaking. Ed Spilsboro? Hey, Skull. It's Ed Spilsboro, that jerk from New York with the Scam Busters show. Yeah, we're live via satellite.
All the way from New York, huh? Hope he's using our 900 line. Keep him talking. Oh, hello, Ed. Good to hear from you. Yeah, you look good.
Thanks, Skull, but don't you think that happy birthday scene was a little violent? That puppet abuse has to stop. All it does is teach the children to break their toys, and then us parents have to go and buy new ones.
Well, I think it's time the parents teach their children that what they see on TV and in the movies is really just make-believe. Take the Skullduggery weapon rack, for instance.
That's another thing, Skull. That looks awful dangerous. What if some child should get hurt using one of those things?
Not at all, Ed. They're just stage props made of rubber. We practice safe stunts. I will now demonstrate the old rubber hammer in the head trick.
Hold it, Ed, Skull. For insurance purposes, I think we ought to use a dummy.
We are!
No, hold on. I mean a puppet.
I will now demonstrate the old rubber hammer in the head. Good thing that he's a puppet, because if that was a real person, we would never be able to afford the lawsuits.
I hate violence.
Oh, I can see you do, lady.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
I take
what
it
do
back.
you think you're doing?
A little cheeky, aren't you? Isn't it true, Skull, that because of your show, children can now purchase the Bernard and Eleanor demolition kit? I mean, this thing comes complete with coloring book.
By the way, I bought one of them demolition kits for Christmas for my children. It blew up before I even got out of the store. The explosion even burned up Santa's whiskers. I never saw so many disappointed children in my life. It was terrible.
It was only a toy, lady. Sure.
But seriously, Ed, there's nothing in there that could possibly hurt them. Take this stick of dynamite. It's perfectly harmless until lit. And what would little kids be doing with matches? Put the blame where it belongs, Ed, on the match manufacturer. Ed, I think we have a serious problem here. In about 5 seconds, I would like you to cover your ears and watch out for scattering glass and secondhand smoke.
I hate violence. That's it. I'm calling the governor.
Like I said, perfectly harmless.
Another problem you seem to be having is with the EPA. I hear they're trying to shut you down because your revitalizer caused some problems with some animals when it got into their drinking water. Spike and Pokey's TNT revitalizer may have a devastating side effect. Besides a youthful appearance, it causes everlasting life. The FDA has pulled the TNT revitalizer from the shelves until further investigation. When President Clinton and Vice President Gore were asked if they had ever tried the TNT revitalizer, they said yes, but never inhaled. TNT revitalizer is the brainstorm of Spike and Pokey, who are over 100 years old. They have used themselves as guinea pigs to test its youth-giving properties. According to the FDA's research on chickens, although they are much bigger and healthier, some local restaurants are complaining they just can't be killed. Customers are having to arm themselves just for the chicken dinner. Chefs are busy developing new methods of cooking these chickens. We now take you to Eleanor's Kitchen in downtown Phoenix to show you some of these new techniques.
I want one of them Eleanor chickens.
You too. You want your chickens cut up, or you want your chickens whole? Ooh, I never had chickens whole! Care for anything to drink? The TNT
Just a couple minutes in the dishwasher, and they'll be ready to be stuffed. Oh! I seem to be having trouble, Mr. Chicken. Maybe you'll slow down once I put some of this chloroform stuffing up his butt.
Fastest chicken I ever seen.
This is Lee Anklehurts, and welcome to the wide world of TNT Chicken Fight-Off. The old Cowboys have 5 points. Let's see if the new Cowboys from L.A. can top this score. You know, Joe, a year ago, you couldn't have played this game, not until the TNT Revitalizer came into effect. What's this? Look at that. It's an illegal shot. Let's have an instant replay. That's just what I expected from the new LA Cowboys. Looks like we're in for a dirty chicken fight. The new Cowboys get 0 points. I guess we know who the bad guys are. The old Cowboys are doing some pretty fancy shooting and have racked up 10 more points. From the look on his face, he's really determined to win. Looks like the new Cowboys have finally scored. They have 5 points. The old Cowboys are giving us a display of real Old West fast shooting. They obviously hit several body parts which went unseen by our camera. Our favorites have racked up a final total of 85 points.
For tonight's guest skull, we have Professor Darwin Moore Confusion of the Psychology Department of Gang Behavior of Social Sciences.
And here he is, more confusion.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Excuse please. Very, very sorry. Very sorry. But very silly place. Very, very silly place to watch the show. Very silly. Silly boy. Very interesting audience to have here, Mr. Duggery. Very interesting, very interesting. Must be from California. The root to the problem starts at home at a very early age. Parents must learn to be a very good role model.
Don't you think peer pressure has something to do with it?
Peer pressure. No such animal as peer pressure. Vanity, yes, vanity. Vanity, all is vanity.
He's right. You know, there's idiots out there that'll steal and kill for a pair of tennis shoes.
I saw, Mr. Duggery, I saw. Where did you get these pumps? There's no way you could buy these pumps on this salary.
Hong Kong.
Oh, very good. Not bad. Cheap but good. Because of a large grant given to us by your most humble and grateful government, my colleague Mr. Hugh Osterpatch and myself performed an experimental surgery on the brain of 2 college graduates to see if we could possibly change their personalities. On page 61 of my new exciting book, Gang Brains, you will notice that we surgically removed the right hemisphere of their brain. We then asked them to count to 5.
1, 2, 3.
Right, very good.
1, 2.
What are you
I'm trying to count to 5. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5.
I knew that.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We then replaced the right hemisphere of the brain and removed the left hemisphere of the brain. We then asked them again to count to 5. They counted 2, 4,
5.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This boy has a serious problem.
What did that prove?
It proved absolutely nothing, but it was fun.
That's exciting.
Very exciting. Very, very exciting. My colleagues then suggested that we remove the whole brain. So we did. And then we asked them to count to 5.
And?
Absolutely nothing.
That's amazing.
Very amazing. Very amazing. But then we decided to give it a little longer to see if there was any after effects. And there was a very serious after effect. After 1 week, we ended up with what you call gang members.
And you're saying...
That's right. Gang members are brainless, or brain dead, one or the other. With the help of KNOW News, Mr. Duggery, we staged a phony pie-eating contest to do further research on the gang members as we invited their son to be a contestant. Could we roll that film, please?
Roll the tape.
Roll the film.
Roll the geeks film.
Joe Bentley, KNOW News. We're here at the Elm Street Fair for their world-famous pie-eating contest. I do believe we're going to see a world record set here today. Jeff is currently warming up. He is our reigning champion. Jeff, how do you feel about today's contest? Thank you very much, Jeff.
And Mr. Doug, we make a funny, very funny.
Did you place the bet?
Yeah, man. I got a C note on our boy Clint at 10 to 1.
Your shirt's in the bag.
Oh, it has to be, man. You know, there's only one cat that can beat Clint, and that's the chef. So what I done, man, is I went into Eleanor's kitchen and I stole 12 of them nuclear hot dogs. Man, those suckers are gonna burn a hole in his stomach when he eats them, man.
You sure you fixed the pies?
Yeah, man, I got a bunch of shaving cream and I stocked full of everybody else's pies, except Clint. They'll be sick as dogs, man.
Stop the film here, please. One moment here. One moment here, please. Stop the film here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. Duggery, pay attention to how... Please pay attention here. Please pay attention to what I say, please. Notice how the gang members actually cheat to fulfill their desire, to line their own little greedy pockets. Do not they know that desire is the cause of all pain? Brainless, stupid, brainless. Could they run the film?
I love this stuff. We are expecting some of the best pie eating ever in the history of this contest. Oh! Well, looks like they brought in the ice cream pies. Oh, here's our judge, Mr. Jim Holcomb.
Remember to bribe the ref.
Oh, the guy's a real nerd, man. He wouldn't accept my bribe. So, here's your money back.
Well, maybe $2 wasn't enough.
It looks like Christy has taken the lead. Wait a minute. No, it's Babe in first. It looks like Jeff is dead last. It looks like Christy, who is in second place, has just dropped out of the race. It looks like Babe has the lead by at least 4 pies.
Hey, Boozer, that's not fair. His dog's eating up all the pies.
Well, that's okay, man, because just think about this. It gets that dog real fat, and I'll shoot him, and then we can eat him for supper. It looks like Babe has just been disqualified. I would say he has definitely been disqualified.
It's fair, man. Yeah,
it's fair.
It's fair. Really?
Looks like Clint has been disqualified for throwing that pie on Angela. Get out of there, buddy. What a horrible display. Oh, what a terrible display. Get out of here, you. Oh, my. Give that kid my. Oh, get him a dry cleaning bill. Where's his mom and dad? I'm going to get you, kid. Come on. Come.
All right, Bentley, leave the kid alone, or I'm gonna get you, you punk.
Yeah, Bentley, here's $2. Go get yourself a new suit at the Salvation Army. It'll look better than what you got on now.
Never in this reporter's career have I seen such a despicable display of lack of sportsmanship. Kid, are you okay? He's okay, everybody. Hey, bring him in a couple more pies. He's ready to go, aren't you? Oh, what? You're... Oh. Doesn't anybody anymore have that will to win?
Come on, Bobby, give it up!
Give it up, you little sissy.
Come on, you pansy,
come on. Be a man, Bobby. Be a man, Bobby. Come on, quit. Well, folks, it looks like Jeff is going to win this contest by forfeit. All the other contestants have dropped out, but who is that across the table? Oh, it's some unknown entrant. Where'd this guy come from? Where'd this guy come from? He's eating at I've never seen anybody eat so fast in my life. Unbelievable. He's catching up with Jeff like there's no tomorrow. Unbelievable. It's been nearly 2 hours since the start of this contest, and let me tell you, this reporter is exhausted. I have never seen anything like it. They're eating more than any human being can possibly consume. I do believe Jeff is still in first, but I'm not sure. He looks like he's beginning to slow down, and this new unknown entrant is catching up to him very rapidly. Jeff, are you ready for one more pie? Can you do it, bud? Folks, it looks like that perhaps Jeff has dropped out of this contest, and we may have a winner, someone I've never seen before. Who is this kid? Why, it's Elvie Pigley.
You got any more pies, man?
Jeff, you gave it a valiant effort, but I'm sorry you came up short, bud. You're going to have to settle for second place this year.
Well, Joe, I thought I had this one in the bag, but I shouldn't have ate those 12 hot dogs before. And then again, the pies were really disgusting. Only a pig could enjoy them.
Who you calling a pig, sport?
If the shoe fits, wear it.
You notice how the boy and the dad is one and the same, you see? You see how they follow the same footsteps? The boy's vanity created anger because
That was probably the shaving cream. He got upset so much and he got disgusted.
The anger. The shaving cream has nothing to do with the anger.
They put it in, the chemicals got him all upset, he got all mixed up.
No. This is not so. Not so, you see.
Could have been the sugar.
Sugar?
Sugar made him hyperactive.
Oh, no. This was caused purely by vanity. On the scale of vanity. You see?
Could have been the colorings, too. You know, they proved now the colorings
You do
makes
not know
kids
what
up.
you say. You do not know what you say. I am an authority on the subject. I write the book. I go to
I
Harvard.
read this in TV Guide
I
last
don't
week.
care what you read in TV Guide. This is not true, you see. Vanity is the cause of our anger. Mr. Duggery? Mr. Duggery.
Sugar, coloring.
Mr. Duggery, please, hush it. You say your point. Your point is taken. Your point was taken. Very good. The point was taken very good. Wrong, but his point was taken very good. Mr. Duggery, be sure to read my next book on TV hosts. Oh boy, this is a really good one.
But first, a couple words from our beloved sponsor.
Hi, I'm Spike, and this is my brother, Pokey.
And we're here to introduce you to something really cool.
Yeah, like magic. Calling me letters and things is bad.
Color Me Letters can decorate anything. They can decorate your playroom, your bathroom, put your name on your bedroom.
For special events, parties, and for classrooms.
Yuck.
They're great for conventions, businesses, and can be used indoors or out.
All right, Spike, you made your point. Now let's get out with the fun.
Can I have a letter A?
Bring a letter A, please. A letter A.
Thank you, Lindy Lou.
Thank you, Lindy Lou.
She's our sister.
Yeah, that's our sister, and this is definitely the letter A.
There's several ways to decorate a letter, or you can just leave them plain because they look great that way, too.
Yeah, but that's no fun, Spike. Get with the program. Let's jazz them up.
Here's an easy way for the little folks.
And for big folks, too.
You can decorate them with stickers. Now, doing it with stickers is neat.
Yeah, this is fun, and you can buy these for your kids for their birthday, and some stickers, and they can have all kinds of fun.
And
now that is an awesome letter. That was fun, Spike. What's next?
Can I please have a letter?
A letter, please. A letter. A cut.
Thank you, Lindy Lou.
Thank you, Lindy Lou. Wait a minute. Hold it. Cut. There's a mistake here. This is not a letter. This is a B letter. This is a B letter.
This is a prime example why you kids should stay in school.
You should stay in school or watch Sesame Street or something like this, because this is not a letter.
Pokey. For this letter, we need supplies.
Need supplies?
I need a ruler.
A ruler?
The old slapstick.
No.
Some poster paints.
Some poster paints.
Striping tape.
Striping tape.
A pencil.
A
or
pencil.
pen.
A pencil or a pen.
A brush.
A brush.
Wrong brush.
Wrong brush.
Brush.
Wrong brush.
This is the second reason you should stay in school. A brush. Wrong brush.
Wrong brush. Okay, I found the brush.
Right brush.
That's a right brush. I knew that.
Step 1. Simply draw some lines on a letter.
You mean the B letter. This is the B letter.
Any letter, Pokey.
Any letter.
After you draw the lines, it's time for step 2.
Step 2.
Take some paint.
And
paint between the lines. Now, if you use fluorescent paint, then you could use a black light and make them glow in the dark.
That would be illuminating.
Very. Or you could spray paint them, but if you do, be sure just to cover the top surface.
Just the top surface?
Right, unless you use a water base.
Oh, then you could spray the whole thing.
Right.
What if you use fluorescent spray paint? Then could you still use that black light thing and make them illuminate? Wow.
Neat.
Your name would be in lights like ours.
Real star.
A real star. Well, I'm done. I'm a real Michelangelo, because that is a masterpiece.
Okay, now it's time for step 3.
Step 3.
Just take some striping tape.
Take some striping tape.
You can use different colors if you like.
Different colors if you like.
And you put them across the line.
And just put them across the line.
That's all. See, Pokey? By using the tape, it covers up all your mistakes.
Wow, I need lots of tape. Now that is a beautiful letter. A beautiful
Very
letter.
good job, Pokey.
Well,
Very good.
Thank you, Spike. Thank you.
Now we're ready to do another one.
Another one? Whoa.
We need a letter.
We need a letter. A letter. A letter. This is not a letter. This is a C letter. Isn't she ever gonna get it right?
Pokey, now I need a piece of fabric.
Piece of fabric?
That's right, a piece of fabric.
We don't have any fabric here. The prop man didn't leave any fabric. We're out of fabric.
We don't?
No.
Well, go get some.
Okay.
All you people don't know how hard it is to work under these conditions.
They don't. I got the fabric. Got the fabric, Spike. I got polka dot. That way it can go really good with my super duper foot pillow.
You know, Pokey, it's best to buy your fabric from a fabric store. That way you can make curtains, pillowcases, bedspreads, anything you want to match your letter.
Well, if you would have told me we needed more material, I could have got the whole dress.
Now you take your material and you lay it upside down.
You mean reverse the material, or the back of the front side? You take the
Pokey,
material...
they get the right idea. They get the idea.
Well, I'm glad I didn't steal her socks.
Now take a pen and draw around the letter real carefully. That's it.
This isn't hard. This is just like tracing. I'm good at tracing things. Okay.
Good at cutting holes in dresses. Very good. Now you got a C on the fabric.
Then what?
Okay, now you take and you cut out what you just traced. Isn't it amazing how he cut so close to those lines?
Well, thank you, Spike. Someday I'm going to be a barber, and then maybe I can cut your hair.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Now that he has the material cut out,
have the material all cut out.
You take some white glue.
You take some white glue.
And you spread it evenly.
You spread it evenly.
On the surface.
On the surface.
Of a letter.
On the surface of a letter. Wait a minute, hold it. This isn't an A letter, this is a C letter. You're getting as bad as Lena Lou.
Any letter, Pokey.
Oh.
This is real easy, Pokey. Just spread it nice and evenly around the letter. All covered, all the surface. Make sure all of it's covered.
He does everything the hard way. Just take and put the glue on like that, and you simply take your hands and go like this. This is the easy way, and it's a lot more fun.
After you have the glue evenly spread on the surface of the letter, it's time to take the material.
Take the material.
And you lay it across. That's why you use a brush, Pokey.
Oh.
So your hands will be clean, so you can take the material, lay it on the letter, and smooth it down.
I want to do it. My hands are clean.
Be sure you smooth out all the wrinkles.
Never happened. All smoothed out. It looks good.
Then you take your scissors and trim away the excess from around the letter. Very good trimming, Pokey.
All right, thank you, thank you.
Once you have it trimmed, you take some decorative rope, and we're going to go around the edge.
Decorative. Did I ever show you my magic rope trick, Spike?
No, you never did, Pokey.
Well, simply cut this rope. Cut it right in the middle there. Cut it once. Now cut it again, and cut it again, and cut it again, and that's enough. Okay, now you have four individual pieces of rope. individual. Now I'm going to take this rope and I'm going to make it into one whole piece again.
Wow,
I know,
that's
it's
amazing.
unbelievable, but I can do
Really?
this. Now watch.
You can do this?
Okay. Whoa, look at that girl over there. Whoa. Look at that. Look at that.
Wow, you
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Boy.
Let's get back to the letter.
All right, back to the letter.
Now we'll take this rope and we'll go right around the edge like this. Now you can glue it with a glue gun for the grown-ups or just some glue and right around the edge.
Wow.
Okay, let's do it.
Right?
Wow, that looks great, Pokey.
I think it looks great too.
Now here's some other ways that you can decorate your Color Me letters.
And here's some more rope tricks.
Ooh, neat. Once you finish your letter, it's time to remove the adhesive backing or add silicone glue if you're using it outside. Then you can stick it to anything you desire. I like this rope trick. Well, this is Spike on behalf of Lindy Lou and my brother Pokey, who's a little tied up at the moment, saying thanks for being with us, and watch for us at your local video store and your cable TV network. That is, if I can get him out of this mess.
I think I go, Spike.
I think you better stick to Color Me letters and things.
I think you're right.